to Paper and Glam, and if it is your first time here with us, I know that I speak for myself and the Paper and Glam community when I say I am so excited that you're here. And if it's your first time joining us, then you picked a really great day because today is the debut of the Glam Planner. For the past 2 months, I've been working on an A5 seasonally inspired planner, and today I unveil it for you. A little bit of the history and heart behind the Paper and Glam planner before we get started with a walkthrough. So in 2012, I developed a printable planner, and it was just something I gave away for free on paperandglam.com, and that became the start of the Paper and Glam community. Ever since then, I've been getting emails asking if I would update it and make a new version. So every week probably I get an email asking if I'll ever consider recreating the Glam Life Planner. And I was just in a really intense job at the time, and I just never had time to update the planner kind of in time for planner season. But this year is the year, and I am going to unveil the 17-month planner. Before we go to the walkthrough though, a few notes on the design of the Glam Planner. So when I was designing the Glam Planner, I probably went through 12 different sketches and renditions in InDesign, which is the application. It's an Adobe application that's kind of the gold standard in layout and formatting for designers. And I just went through so many renditions, and every time I kind of threw in something that was unique or kind of custom, I sacrificed flexibility. So when I designed this, I really wanted this to be a planner you can make your own. I want it to be a simple planner so that you can, add washi tape or embellishments or, your very busy schedule and not look at your planner and feel overwhelmed, which is a situation I've been in, since I started planning. Is I don't want to look at my planner and feel overwhelmed. That defeats the purpose. The other heart behind the Paper and Glam planner is that like you, I'm sure, I wear a couple different hats in life. I am a blogger, of course, but I'm also a leader at a Fortune 500 company, and I couldn't find a planner that transitioned well between those two settings. So every time I, chose a planner, it would either sacrifice professionalism for femininity or the reverse. It would sacrifice femininity for professionalism. And I just thought there was a way to make a planner that really met those two aspects of my life in the middle and was chic and elegant, but also professional and something that I would be comfortable taking into a meeting. So that is really what I focused on when I was designing this planner: flexibility and simplicity, but also elegance. Also to that end, I am a seasonal living junkie. If you've watched any of Paper and Glam, then you know that seasonal living is a passion of mine. It's probably my greatest passion, and what I originally intended Paper and Glam to kind of be structured around. I love living seasonally, and so each month of the Paper and Glam planner has a signature seasonal color. Every month is different so that it is easily identifiable, what month you're in, and also really kind of gives you an ability to play with colors and be inspired by the season. So that is the history and the heart behind the Paper and Glam planner. So let's go ahead and take a walk through her, and then I'll come back and try to preemptively answer some questions and give you guys a promo code. So let's get to it. Here she is. I'm so excited to show the Glam Planner to you. I've been working so hard on it. Can't believe this day is here. So the first page of the Glam Planner is the title page, and it just says, "This planner belongs to," and if found, please contact me. And then it has the signature Paper and Glam heel and pink lipstick. It says it takes a little glambition. This here in my kind of sidebar of my planner, these are the matching It Takes a Little Glambition Project Life cards. And then these Chanel paper clips were made by Alexis, who is Miss Trenchcoat here on YouTube, and they aren't available anymore. And then this pink typewriter is by American Crafts. You can get it at scrapbook.com. That's where I got it. And then this pen is Kate Spade, and I'll link that below. So let's take a peek. So this is your monthly layout. It's a pretty standard monthly layout, and it's August. The month of August is in Paper and Glam pink. And I did do a couple things differently. I intentionally left these open spaces so that you could put washi tape here or stickers or decor, and also be able to maybe, write a favorite quote or Bible verse, or just give you some extra space on the monthly view to make it your own. It's kind of limiting, monthly view is kind of a monthly view, so I just kind of wanted to keep it simple. All right, here is the weekly layout of the Glam Planner. It is in a vertical style, so the boxes are 1.5 by 1.9, and they're the same size as the Erin Condren boxes if you're like me and you want to mix and match stickers. And I really designed this planner so that it had plenty of room for kind of vertical planning, but also wide open spaces so you could put grocery lists or, also, maybe quotes or things you want to remember, things your kids say, Bible study notes, really anything. I wanted there to be open spaces that you could just use for washi tape or decor or whatever you want to do. I really didn't want to put too much structure into this planner so that it didn't sacrifice any of the flexibility. How I plan on using the Paper and Glam planner is the first box, I just want to put any to-dos for Paper and Glam. The second box will be any posts, things that need to be published. And then the bottom will likely be my reading schedule, because if you are reading along with the Paper and Glam book club, I like to track my reading to make sure that I am on track with the reading schedule. And then I just put some black glitter washi tape here, and this is from Target. I couldn't find it, but it's by Scotch, so you can just snag that at Target. And I just also had been playing with some pink washi tape. I love that this matched the planner perfectly, and these inner edges are sized perfectly for your standard washi tape. So I love the look of washi tape in a planner, but the reason you don't really see it much in my layouts is because my planner is already so busy, right? It's got like its innate design, and then before it was, it's got its innate design, and then it's got my own to-dos, and then it has, events, and then to put washi tape on top of that, it was like, oh my gosh, too much. So I really liked that this planner is just so wide open and easy to add embellishments without quickly overwhelming yourself. And of course, I developed stickers to go along with the Paper and Glam planner. So I just had them tucked behind here. So let's just go through these really quick. So these are the You Better Work stickers. These, I believe I released last month, and they match the Paper and Glam planner perfectly. And as you can see, they will look absolutely smashing with the planner. The next one is a freebie you get with any purchase of the Glam Planner or a purchase of the Glam Planner sticker bundle, which is all of these stickers that I'm showing you for the price of 3, essentially, and there's 5 total. And these are just kind of an idea, give you an idea of how you can label these boxes. These are really easy to make. I, have notes for today, things I want to remember, and this might not even necessarily be like, remember to pay your electric bill, but also, remember how beautiful the sunset was today. Remember how much you loved reading, your favorite book or whatever. Grateful heart, you could easily use these bottom boxes as gratitude, and or you could just like put a little note right here. And this box I also kind of had in mind my horizontal planners, because it really is similar to that horizontal layout. Then if you wanted to track your reading, there's little reading glasses, or to-do glasses are pretty transitional. And then any plans for the night, or you could put dinner. Use these labels for dinner. And of course, just take a rotary paper trimmer. I'll link my favorite below, and just cut these out. And this is just standard label paper. It's Avery label paper. I'll also link that below. And you can print these using any printer you have will work. I got a question on my last blog post of what printer and ink I would recommend. Any printer and ink will work. It's just a standard PDF. The next one is the Glambition stickers, and these I think look a little black, when you first look at them, but they're just going to look so smashing against the Glam Planner. So that's why I designed these with the Glam Planner in mind, because the black just looks so chic against kind of the layout of the Glam Planner. And these are the matching Project Life cards. The next ones I developed for my bloggers and for myself. These are These are designed to help you keep track of your editorial calendar. So anything you want to post on Instagram, or Instagram as I call it. And if you're not following me on Instagram, that's kind of where I put daily updates. So it's at Paper and Glam. And then to write, so anything I need to write, whether that's a blog post or an email, things to do for YouTube. And then I have a bad habit of forgetting to post when I've posted across platforms. And I also try to differentiate my platforms because I don't want to be like posting the same thing on every platform. So I kind of envision writing like my blog post here and then kind of where I put it. And then to shoot is I shoot I have all my own images on paperandglam.com, and that's definitely something that I recommend for you Glampire builders, aspiring vloggers, is just I like to create all original content. So everything you see on paperandglam.com is something you won't see elsewhere unless it's been pinned. So yeah, that's for my bloggers. And then lastly, the most exciting one, you guys have been loving these already. I just put them up for sale. I think it was Thursday and it is Saturday now. And so this has your top 3 for the day, your errands, any to-dos. And then if you want to use these for, a to-read. And then this little heel and shoe is just kind of like a note section. You can use it for, grocery lists or things to remember, whatever you want. And then also something to keep in mind for these small boxes, I kind of designed this so that you could use any of these stickers in the small boxes. You just kind of cut them down. So if you cut it right here, it'll fit in the small box perfectly, or on the to read one, if you just cut it right there, it'll fit in that small box perfectly. And then another kind of thought behind printable stickers and why this is the direction I'm going is you guys have heard me talk about planner peace. Well, what I had before was sticker anxiety. I felt like, there were so many options and I couldn't get into a routine with planning because I like to have a systematic way of planning. I want it to be standard and repeatable. I personally want to, actually, get my plans down and execute them more than I want to spend a lot of time like paging through different shops or, remembering to reorder stickers. So I really am loving the idea of printable stickers more and more because I can get into one kind of routine system, duplicate it over time, and really not spend my time thinking about how I'm going to actually do my planning, which is kind of a trap that I've fallen into as of late. So that's the Glam Planner sticker bundle. You can get all of these separately except for the freebie thank you, of course, this guy, the labels, and also as a whole bundle. And it saves money. So let's see, the next page, I think I have some Barbie washi tape I want to show you guys. So, as you can see with kind of a printed washi tape, this looks absolutely gorgeous. I am just so loving how this is looking. This is my very favorite washi tape, so of course I had to put that on. So let me kind of go through the rest of the months and show you the custom colors that I created for each month. We go into September. I call this Fashion Week Teal. And, September, more of the same. Let's go to October is Glamoween Orange. So it's a really pretty bright orange. And then we have Glam Giving Gold. It's a really kind of fall rustic antique gold. And then this is the December, of course, our holiday season, and this is Berry Merry Christmas. And the color, it's actually kind of a cranberry color, so a very rich red, more than like an Americana red. We'll flip over to January. January is Snowflake Blue, and something about blue just says fresh start. So I made the colors. I tried to make them, I wanted them to be bold and fun, but also I didn't want them to be so bright that they were distracting. I didn't want the format of the planner to be the focus. I want your plans to be the focus. Next is the Valentine Pink, and it's looking a little bit more washed out than it is in person on the camera, and you'll see that in the file when you get it. This is actually it's a bright pink. It's actually really close to this color, my Kiki notepad here. It's actually almost exactly this color, so it's just a really pretty blush pink. And then we get to March, and this is Green and Glam. And I just love green for St. Patrick's Day and the spring. Something about spring, it's just renewal. When I think green, I think renewal and new growth. And then we have April, and this is Peep Purple. It's a really festive, pretty spring purple. Moving on to June. oh, excuse me, I skipped a month. Moving on to May. And May is actually, I call this Audrey's blue. So it's actually the exact hex code of Tiffany's blue. It's looking really blue on camera, but it's actually more of a mint. It's closer to a minty green. I'm sure you guys know what kind of the signature Tiffany's color is. So, which it's actually trademarked. So it's very, Tiffany's was the first brand to trademark a color. Random things you learn in business school. So it's very, very similar. I shouldn't say it's exact, but it's also the color I painted my bathroom. So now we'll get to June. Jumped the gun before. And June is Hollywood pink. So it's a very bright pink color. Very summery pink color. And then July is what I call Americana blue. It's looking a bit navy on camera with my lights on here, but it's in person, it's closer to a cobalt blue. And then, of course, like ink is going to vary a little bit with printers. And then we're back to August with Paper and Glam Pink, and it just starts over again, and of course with updated dates. So that is the Glam Planner. So that was the Glam Planner. I am so excited to have August roll around so we can start glamming it up and getting it done together. I do want to talk a little bit about printable planners and why this format is ideal. So quite obviously, once you purchase the Glam Planner, you can print it as many times as you want. So that means you could have a Glam Planner at work, you could have a Glam Planner at home, you could have a Glam Planner for your health and fitness. So for personal use, you can print this, on and on and on. The options really open up. And what's also really special about that is if you decide you need a redo on a week because, maybe plans changed. As an example, in April, I had a trip to DC planned, Washington, DC, and I was all ready to go, had my flight scheduled in my planner and everything, and then my boss scheduled a work trip over, it was the next week, but still just too much. I would have been gone, for 2 weeks straight, and I wouldn't necessarily want to go on vacation and then, go to a work event where I'm likely presenting and stuff. So I needed to redo that week. So I kind of had 2 weeks that were hurting a little bit. And then the trip moved in May, which is, no big deal, right? Things bump out a month all the time, but I was like, gosh, I wish I could just print another page of this because I got way too much going on now. So that is something that I want you to consider when you think about kind of the options for a printable planner is if you need a design redo, right? Maybe you don't like the new system that you're using, you can just reprint the planner. And even better, if something happens to your planner, you can just reprint it. To give you a really candid example, when I was filming the promo shots for the Glam Planner, I spilled an entire vase of hot pink rose water, so an entire vase of flowers on top of my planner. So what did I do? I just literally recycled my Glam Planner, wiped off my Kiki, and reprinted in one again. Simple as that. And I know that that's happened to many of you from the Paper and Glam planning group on Facebook, which if you are not a member, you should definitely join us. It's linked down below. And that I would have been out of luck if I had a traditional planner. So I really appreciate the options. Another thing to consider with a printable planner is the binding options are yours alone, right? So you could choose to do a traditional ring bound planner, or you could put it in an arc system like the Happy Planner, or if you are a coil bound girl, you can just head to your local office supply store and get it bound for, I think it's a few dollars. It's really nominal, and you can just laminate your own cover, and that's also really nominal. I think it's $2 at my local store. So this really can fit whatever needs that you might have, and you could ring bound one and coil bound one and see which one you like better. And I just really want to kind of walk through some of the different options that this presents. If you have any anxiety at all about putting this planner together, I filmed a tutorial. It actually went live with this video, so you can watch it right after this one. I'll link it down below. And it's really a simple process. I think it's like an 8-minute video, and it just kind of walks through putting together your planner. And I actually, I did it in 8 minutes total. So it's not a time-intensive process by any means. So yeah, that's kind of my soapbox on printable planners. And now I just want to answer what I think is going to be some FAQs, so some questions. The first one I know I'm going to get is, am I still using the Erin Condren planner? Yes, I am. I am still loving the House of Condren and will be continuing to use the Erin Condren planner. How I'm going to use these two planners in tandem is the Glam Planner is really going to be my blog planner, my paper and glam planner. I really want to tighten up my editorial schedule and just really become more organized and have a place where I can kind of have all things paper and glam in one spot, similar to how I have my work. My work is all electronic, it's all in Outlook and integrated with my phone. So I just like keeping kind of my worlds divided, especially so I can kind of take off hats and I don't feel like I'm constantly switching gears. So the Erin Condren planner will function more like a small scale project life album going forward. So it'll be half scrapbook, half day planner, if that makes sense. But my day-to-day planner will be the Glam Planner, but my Erin Condren will be, more like event planning, if that makes sense. So that's how I plan to move forward with two planners. The next question I think I'm going to get is, will I be offering a horizontal version? Right now, no. I, never say never. I don't have that on my to-do list. Who knows, maybe I'll bust out another version that's horizontal for the new year. But right now, no. Then the third question that I think I'm going to get is, will I be creating the Glam Planner in a personal size? Which, if you're new to the planning community, is kind of a smaller size of A5. I don't know the exact dimensions off the top of my head, but it's about 2/3 smaller than the A5 planner. The reason that I'm not doing a personal size right now, because it'd be really easy to just resize it, but you lose kind of the integrity of the planner because the boxes, as you saw, are 1.9 by 1.5. So if you make the boxes smaller than that, you kind of lose some of the integrity and the intention behind the Glam Planner. If I did make a personal size, it would likely be a horizontal option. So, leave me a comment below if horizontal is something that you'd like to see from the Glam Planner, and I will consider it. And I think that's it. I think that is a wrap for the Glam Planner. I was going to do a giveaway, but I thought I'd do something a little different and just give you guys a promo code. The promo code is Glam Fam, GLAMFAM. It is 20% off the Glam Planner, and that is just a thank you for purchasing, and something that everyone can take advantage of instead of kind of having like a handful or a dozen winners. So yeah, it's going to be valid now through July 31st, since the Glam Planner starts in August. Well, actually starts the 27th of July, the last week of July, first week of August. So it'll run through then, so go get your glam, get ready to glam it up with us. It gives you a couple weeks to get organized and start glam planning. I did create a second Instagram, which is at the Glam Planner, and I would love to use that to showcase what you guys have been doing with the Glam Planner. I'd love to kind of have that be a glam planning community home. And let's see what else. Don't forget, there is the free printable, and that comes with any purchase of the Glam Planner or the Glam Planner sticker bundle. And yeah, the next planning video will either be around seasonal stickers or a review of the Erin Condren metallic and horizontal planners. So yeah, I will see you guys soon, and thank you so much for watching, and know that I am so excited to embark on a new planning journey with you.
Alright.